though. My name is Dawn. And my
Well, I'm on a public sidewalk, so it's not any of your business.
Well, sure it is.
What happened between you and, I mean, me and your husband? You go ask him. If he doesn't remember, that's his problem.
Side of the story.
Is that what this is about?
I guess, I don't know. He won't explain to me what happened, and so that I can rectify the situation.
Remember when I came in and I came out the counter and I said, a regular cup of coffee, leave room for cream, and I said, wait on that.
When
I've
was
got
here?
to go. Yeah, you don't even remember
I always serve
And I
you,
said-
and we have a pleasant conversation
I know,
every time.
and I said, wait on that cup. I left my billfold in my truck, and I left to go get my billfold. I came back about an hour later because I got detained. And this joker here is recording this all.
I know he
This
is.
is over.
This is
I
America.
work for a TV
What's
station. This is
wrong
what I
with
do.
it? Yeah.
This is a public sidewalk, bro. So wait.
Anyhow,
Yeah, you can use
anyhow,
this as
I
for
came
your
back
sign.
and I didn't get a cup of coffee. And he, as much as ran me out of there because I didn't purchase a cup of coffee.
Were you
Now,
using the
you
internet?
deal with it with him, not me.
Were you using the internet?
No, I was not. Many times I have used the internet. But is that a requisition? You use the internet, or you buy
Well, our
coffee if you use the
customers are
internet?
for the internet, yes.
Well, that's fine. You got a problem with that? I don't.
Well,
I didn't
no,
say a
that's
word
our
about
policy.
it. You brought the internet up.
Well,
I
I
didn't
was
say a
just
word about
asking.
it. I'm just telling you.
Uh-huh.
So now you know.
So it was. So you didn't get a cup of coffee, and he gave you shit about it?
Yeah, in his little pissy ass way.
And why did that bother you?
Because I don't like being treated subservient to some business in town,
Well, we
lesser than anybody else.
Well, then we need to talk to Philip about it.
No.
He'll be
We
here. He'll
don't
be here
need
pretty
to.
soon, and he'll come in and apologize to you.
You've never treated me that way.
Well, no, because that's not how I am.
And I'm not the only
And
one
I
that
am
said
Cafe
that Philip
Dawn,
can
and so
be
what
an
you're
a-hole.
doing here, I don't understand because you really haven't explained
Okay,
it to
once
me.
again,
This cup of
justify-
coffee is $1.55.
That's a small. Now justify $4 for a cup of coffee.
If we go in and look at our menu, we do not have a cup of coffee that's $4.
Not
if
a
you
one.
add stuff to
$3.75 in
it,
tax?
we add stuff to it.
Right, it's more than $4 a cup of coffee.
If you add
Don't make
things
me
to
point it out. I'll just write an article about it.
Well, if you add stuff to it, it is more.
It all trickles down to the fact that everybody raising the prices to make another buck.
I haven't raised my prices in 2 years.
Can I ask you a question? So you feel you personally got snubbed, or where you took something personally, and how does that go from that to being a political statement? Like, you had no problem with the coffee until you took something personally. My question is, how do you the reason why you're here is because somebody didn't treat you right, right?
It's happened
So
before.
that
It's not just somebody. It's
So-
the principle.
so it's the whole town. So it's everybody in town.
Various places among the town.
What's that?
Various places among the town. This town is priced for tourists. And when the tourist season is over, you and I are still paying tourist prices. There's not a locals discount, which all the ski areas have offered their towns. I've been in these mountains for 40 years. I've seen it come and go. This is the first town I've lived in, and I'm retired and intend to stay here. First town I've lived in that doesn't care about where the money coming from, the pockets of the people that are making this town what it is.
Nobody would be here without the tourists. If without the tourists, we wouldn't be able to pay our bills.
You're wrong.
No,
I
I'm
just
right.
have to tell you,
I'm
I
right.
lived here before the tourists were the mainstay in this town. When there was a train out here, when there was commerce in this town, when Climax was open and 3/4 of the people of this town worked for Climax. Mo, you don't know about this
Well,
stuff.
Climax isn't operating
Climax
to the
is open
extent that
today, and both of my sons work there.
how many people does Climax employ today
I don't know.
compared to the 80s?
Why are you contesting every word I say?
I'm just asking. Well, my big contention with you is
You are
that
contentious.
you didn't have a problem until Philip pissed you off,
No,
basically.
No, I'd always had a problem with it, but that was the final straw. I'm not going to sit down and take it. You can sit down and take it all you want. And I know you don't like it that I own a couple of motorcycles, and you must think, where did he get all that money? I'm telling you right now, buddy, I work for a living. Every day. So that ought to put an end to that. I'm sorry you don't like my motorcycles. They are pretty nice.
Right. Well, you know how much.
So what's that all about?
That's
I'm gonna ask you a
transportation,
question
and then
now.
what? You have the freedom. That's fine. You are totally fine to sell motorcycles, but so is Don to sell coffee.
And so
You know
am
what?
I to say your coffee's too high.
Well,
So where are you coming from anyway, really?
I'm just saying your motorcycles are too high.
For you.
Okay. Well, this coffee's too high for you.
We're not talking
So
about.
what are you saying?
We're not talking about I don't know. You're making out of this something that doesn't make any sense.
You're making something that doesn't make any sense by being here with a sign
Are you
because
telling
somebody
me
pissed
that
you off.
gentrifying the town of
that's a good-
Salida makes no sense?
That's a good point, but you know what? You're preaching to the choir. We're here enjoying
so
this
why
town.
then aren't you doing anything
We're not.
about it?
I don't feel
That's
I
the
need
problem. That's the problem. Sit around and let them feed you this crap, and you just soak it up with no.
to. Well, you know what? How
No
about
complain
this?
about
How
it.
about let me drink my coffee?
How
you
about
go
you
ride
go
your
drink
Harley.
your coffee?
How about
and
you
get
go
out
ride
of my
your Harley?
face?
Why don't you go ride your Harley?
I ride my Harley whenever I please.
Well, go do
What's
it.
the problem for
Well,
you?
I stand on the sidewalk and talk to you whenever I please to.
All you're
That's what we're
doing is
talking about.
arguing with me.
That's right.
Here's the sign.
Because all you're doing
Figure it out
is holding a sign.
and leave it at that. Go think about it. Because the voice of men do not speak to one another anymore. It's what's in your head that speaks to you. So, now that this is in your head, let it speak to you. Don't argue.
No, that's a good point. I'm
We'll
not
see you
arguing
later,
with you.
Mo.
See you later, Chad.